Hello YouTube, my name is Chris. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Follow the vlog. I'm going to be, today I'm going to be doing some little bit of rim rotation on the tractor. If you're into this kind of stuff, follow along, hit the like button, just check it out. I want to give this tractor a wider stance. It's a little bit, I don't want to say narrow, but I want to give it a little bit more stability. If I'm ever mowing on the, a little bit of an incline. If you take a look here at the wheels, so down the side of the tractor, the tires right now are pretty much even with the fender. I'm gonna do all four, but I'll start with the rear first. And right now, outside tire to outside tire, I'm sitting at about 75 inches. So what I'm gonna do is, if you take a look here at the wheels, the dish is going inward. So I'm gonna take the wheels off, the rims off, take this wheel, put it on that side and vice versa. And then on the front, if you take a look here, I should be able to do the same thing without having to break these bolts and doing a complete rim swap. So by swapping these wheels out, and I've got to check my trailers to make sure they still fit. Now obviously, on this gooseneck here, it's not gonna be a problem because it's 102 inches wide. So it'll fit, no problem. Back here on this low boy, I've got side rails, and it's obviously not as wide as a flat deck gooseneck. So I need to make sure that the trailer is gonna fit. And the inside width of this trailer here is 82 inches. So I need to make sure when I rotate these tires, the outside width of these tires is not gonna be more than 82, so I can still get it up on this low boy gooseneck, which I use quite often. It's a lot lighter than this flatbed over here. So what I've got here is I've got 3-ton jack stands sitting on these solid blocks of wood underneath the frame of the tractor. It's a little bit narrow of a support, but if you take a look here, I did shake the tractor and you can see the tires are barely off the ground. But there's not a lot of sway, so I feel safe. I feel safe once I get these wheels off. And also I've got this front end loader all the way down flat, so help stabilize it from left and right. So I think we'll be good. Next order of business is to get this stuff out of the way. Okay, a couple of things to note. Your grease points right here on your axle. You got a grease point here. And then also these tires are directional. So you gotta make sure you get the rotation going correctly. So. Now, what I have found was just now on the other side, all I have is this pry bar to help me pick these tires up. So what I do is I line the pry bar up, I lay it all the way where it'll go underneath the tire, the full width of the tire, and then I put it in the center of the axle, which is about right there. And then I'll roll the tire on top of the pry bar. That way it's in line, I can just pick it right up and set it on. And then when you have it sitting on the hub, put a little bit of force on it and spin it till your holes line up. And watch your fingers in case this thing falls off. Now, of course, you want to go back, check your service manual, and torque these lugs to spec. Okay, now that I've got everything bolted up and set back, let's see what kind of gain I made. So we're sitting right at about 80.5 inches, 80.25. Now, you can see that there is now sticking out past the fender a little bit. You know, was it worth it? You know, is 5 inches gonna make a difference? I really think so. Maybe more so for a peace of mind. Yes, the safest thing to do is put jack stands under that, but I'm gonna risk it and trust that front end loader. One thing I did do is I locked out the hydraulic control valve just in case I get in there not thinking and I bump it, or my kids crawl in there and bump it. Okay, here's some more grease points for you. On the upper ball joint, you got a grease point. On the lower, you got a grease point. Your drag link here, no grease point. Front end, your front pivot, pulling on your axle, grease point. And then your rear has got one here. And then on the other side, passenger side, your steering arm's got a grease point, your upper, your lower, just like the other side, no grease point on your drag link. And then you've got one over here on the end of your cylinder, steering cylinder. Okay, after getting the fronts done, sitting about 78.5 inches. So I gained, 2.5 inches of width by getting the front swapped around, which isn't much. I still think it's worth the effort because my valve stems are now pointing outward instead of inward. So I can take the inside of this wheel here, unbolt it. The nuts are now on the inside, they were on the outside. Unbolt it and actually take your rim and move it to the outside of these lugs. Right here. So you take your hub in the center and move it out here, flip your bolts around, and that will give you about an extra 2 to 2.5 inches of width farther out. Same thing on the rears. You got your hub here, you can move it on the inside of that lug. And on the rears, that'll give you, a good 3 or 4 inches of more width sticking out. So I'm at 80 inches now on the rear. If I go any wider, I probably won't be able to fit the tractor on the low boy. If you plan on doing this to your tractor and you don't have any fluid in your tires, absolutely do your swap, your rotation before you fill it full of fluid, because you're gonna gain an extra 500-600 pounds in a tire this size. So I'm gonna run it like this for a little while and see how I like it. And it'll probably end up staying this way, but I'll go ahead and I'll make a video when I get ready to fluid fill these tires. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I've got more coming. Until then, see you next time.